Hey guys, welcome back to the channel with me, Free Tip Scout. Hope you're doing good. Do holler in the chat if you are here and checking in. Hello to Mark Gork and Arthur Nice, first of all. It's already see you guys in the chat here. Arthur saying, if you try every day, you'll never miss a lucky day. So true. We are doing a Sunday stream. It's felt like a while since we've done a Sunday stream. And to be fair, it has been a while. So we do... In the schedule, we are supposed to stream every Sunday. We've just been a little bit slack at doing that. So I figured today was a great excuse to do it. It's going to be quite a chilled stream, a lot of chatting, just hanging out. And we're going to be spending the afternoon basically just watching football. And there's two really good games which I think are worth watching. They're both FA Cup games. So the first one, which kicks off in half an hour, is Chelsea versus Leicester in the FA Cup quarter-final. And then once that finishes, we've then got Liverpool versus Man United. And of course, I'm a Man United fan, so I was always going to watch that anyway. So two really cool games. We're going to watch along live on the stream. And I think the advantage as well is that these, well, apart from Leicester, because Leicester aren't licensed in Sorare anymore, because of course the championship isn't fully licensed, but there are cards for Leicester City players in the game of Sorare. It's actually quite cool because we can check out basically 4 teams that have cards in Sorare, and Leicester are going to get promoted as well. So good opportunity for us to do some scouting too. Minnesota 2-2, yeah. That didn't quite happen, did it, Mark? But a good effort though, man. In fact, actually, we've not had a single exact score. We've not had one on the Pooky challenge. If you guys missed a tweet from yesterday, then I might as well just mention it now. We kind of trialed a bit of a challenge to the community last week, where I decided to trust you guys to do my predictions. So I asked you guys to do my Pooky predictions in the USA League for me, and there were 14 games to predict. So 14 different viewers got the chance to do my predictions for me, okay? And the benefit of doing that is that if they were able to get an exact score, so if they said 2-1 and it was exactly 2-1 to the home team and they predicted that, then that person would win a limited card. And the idea was kind of well received by, I think, everyone in the chat at the time. And so I figured, let's try and make this like a regular thing, just to kind of spice up our predictions on Pooky and make it a little bit fun as well every week, so that then you guys have more reasons to follow a game. Even if you haven't predicted in the game, even if you've got no Pooky predictions or you've got no Sorare players in that game, if you've predicted that game for me, then you have more of an incentive to watch it. So also gives you guys a bit more involvement in the games that we play and also the football games, okay? And so, yeah, we're going to do that now every week, and I've added a Free Tip Scout Fund coupon into the mix. So if you click on the little potato icon with the sunglasses on that you can see in the chat box there, it will bring up that pop-up box, and that will show you the Free Tip Scout Fund coupons. And then I've added one, and the one I've added is called Throw Your Hat Into the Ring. Or Throw Your Hat in the Ring, should I say. And that basically is going to be live every week. So I'll open that up again when we get our energy refilled on Tuesday. There's almost no point me opening it now because I don't have enough energy in Pooky for us to do the predictions. But every week when our energy refills every Tuesday, we'll open up the Throw Your Hat in the Ring. I'll leave it open. And then basically the first 14 each week that redeem it will get a place on the list, because we have a spreadsheet that we're keeping track of it. And then once those first 14 are on, then that's it. There's no more places then for anyone else to jump on. But it then means that you've got a chance to win an additional limited card or Sorare card every week. Now, yeah, we haven't had a single prediction correct. I'm going to bring it up actually and show you guys now. Also, if you are new on the stream, then a warm welcome to you. And if you're completely new to the games that we cover, like Sorare and Pooky, I'm going to leave both links in the chat for you right now. There's the link for Sorare, And then the link for Pooky is there as well. Please do use them. They not only help to support the channel, but you also get a ton of freebies when you use them too. Yeah, so I'm going to bring it up. Let's dive into Pooky here. Right, USA League. Okay. So you can see that we don't have a single exact score. We don't have one. Not one. We've done 12 predictions and there isn't a single 100% correct score. We came close with a few. Look, this one was 2-0 that we predicted and it ended up being 2-1. This one was 3-0. It ended up being 2-1. This one was 2-1. It was 3-0. This one was really close. Look. So Twitch Gaming predicted that Montreal would be Chicago 3-2. And I think it was up until like the 85th minute. It was actually 3-2 to Montreal. And then they had this crazy last 10, 15 minutes of the game where then Chicago turned it round from losing 3-2 to then winning 4-3. And this was so unlucky. I was actually talking to Twitch Gaming at the time when the game was happening. And I said, oh my God, this would be incredible if we kickstarted this series with an 100% correct score. We would have got 696 points if that had been correct. So, yeah, pretty good effort. But in the end, it didn't end. It didn't result in that. So, yeah, we've had 3 scores or 3 games which have resulted in no points at all. I remember Mark Gork done the Minnesota LA game, so thanks, Mark. No, it's okay. I'm only joking. But yeah, we've had 3 games where we've got no points. To be fair, I think we're actually doing okay, though. We're not in the top 50%. We're only 90th position out of 155. So we can still put it, we can still turn it around. But we need, in the last 2 games here, we need ideally one or both of them to be 100% correct scores. Otherwise, we're going to struggle to even get anything from the game week. So, yeah. So, yeah, so far, we had a possibility of giving out 14 cards, 14 Sorare cards to 14 different viewers. But so far, none. So it looks like it's been a cheap round for me so far. But I hope we can at least give one away. So we'll, yeah, we have 2 games left to play. Yeah, I guess we have to check them out later on. Beat the Base, yeah. So Beat the Base, we were doing it in the Serie A this week. And so far in Beat the Base, I haven't actually looked at it. But so far in Beat the Base, we are looking at who is up there. So Matos, who is currently leading the race there by a huge margin. Look, he has 635.3 points, and the closest competitor to him is on 465.9, who's got a really big lead. Of course, anything can still happen because there are, look, another 4 games. There's actually 1 already in play at the moment. So, yeah, that lead looks good, but that could mean nothing by the end of the day. So, yeah, all to play for in that one. Did anybody predict in the Italian league this week? Is anybody actually playing it who's here live? Oh, there you go. Look, Arthur. There you are. Arthur, you've got 321.2. So you are what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. You're actually 10th. Okay, and then we've got Neighbor, Falconchista, Madaz, Ligim, Estonian Weirdos there. Langers is in there as well. Langers isn't doing too good in the Serie A. Langers, who usually finishes top in everything, he's having a bit of a shocker in the Serie A. Yeah, he's not doing too good. Yeah, you've still got enough time to turn it around as well, haven't you, Arthur? So, yeah, that's what we're going to be doing today. We're going to be doing a watch-along. So we're going to get the Chelsea versus Leicester game up very, very soon. You can watch it on BBC iPlayer if you're in the UK and you have a TV license, although it doesn't ask you for a TV license, really. It doesn't ask for the details, but you just have to say you've got one. Hopefully you do. But we're going to watch this very shortly. Also, whilst we're waiting, I've got to say it has been, from the looks of it, a pretty disastrous game week for me in Sorare. It's not been the game week that I thought that we were going to have. And I came into the game week with really high hopes about my teams because I felt like we had really good fixtures. We had players that could deliver for us. And honestly, this is not going to hold, of course. A Challenger Europe 292. So we have a card reward at the moment, but we won't. That's we're going to lose that one. And then look, we've actually struggled in pretty much every lineup that we've put out. We've struggled to hit more than 300 points. But even in CUP 240 Limited, with the Luton Town boys here, everyone done pretty crap in this game apart from Reece Burke here, who done amazing, but we didn't captain him. So we didn't even hit 300 points with this team. And we've got like huge bonuses built up on these guys as well. Like most of our cards here for Luton have like a 15% bonus on them because of the new season bonus and the collection bonus and just the XP. They're quite, quite heavy, strong cards, but yeah, struggled. We were looking like we could maybe hit CUP 240 threshold. I looked at it a couple of minutes ago. Yeah, so let's just refresh the page here. This could be the saving grace for the game week. Here we go. Okay. So, yeah, we have a chance to hit the 270 point, but we're going to need anti-airseg to hit a score of 50 or more. So basically, I need anti-airseg to score or get a decisive today in an hour and a half's time. And then if we do get that from airseg, we're going to at least win $15. If not, then it's been a complete disaster of a game week. Yeah, I'm really disappointed with these guys here, Eli Room and Carlin's Arcus. We trusted Arcus to do amazing and he done terrible, didn't he? Look, done nothing at all. Really poor from him. So yeah, how's everybody else doing? airseg has mutually terminated his contract today. Oh, come on. Stop it. Are you joking with me? Or is that legit? If that's legit, I need to see a link there. That would just sum up my game week, wouldn't it? The airseg, apparently, Oliver X is saying airseg has mutually terminated his contract. If that's the case, then honestly, that's my luck right now. Right, have you got a link? Drop a link, please, if you can, Ola, to that story. Yeah, drop the link, man. I'm not going to find it. You drop the link for me, and then we'll bring it up. Paul Jolly got me 125 points as a captain. I actually saw Paul Jolly do really good. Yeah, he's so cheap as well. I was looking at him yesterday. In his limited, he's really cheap. But £18.25 for this type of player. Like, it's insane. He's so good. He's so good. So I'm delighted for you, man, Arthur, that you captained him. He hit a perfect score of 100. Is that putting you on course to win something? I mean, it should do. If you've captained him and you've got other people in the team, that should, in theory, give you a good chance to win something. Ola, drop the link in the chat for me, man. Fernandez conceded a penalty, which anyone with 1 IQ would know is not a pen. How's everybody else doing as well this game week on Sorare and on Pooky? How's everybody else's game week going? Because, yeah, at the moment, it really does look in Sorare now like we're not going to win anything at all. We've just look at the scoring that we've had. Let's go all the way up to the top. So I was thinking that this team looked really good and that this team could actually smash a really good score. Look how dismal this is at the moment. Oh. Is that the tweet right there? Okay. Let's have a little look at it. Oh God, this is so typical, isn't it? This is so typical. So Balkan Scout anti-airsick. This was from a few hours ago now. Anti-airsick mutually terminated his contract with Istra. He was first suspended for lack of discipline and then decided to terminate the contract by mutual agreement. Doesn't really surprise me because this feels like it's been boiling for a while. The only annoying thing is that I kind of wish that if they were going to do this, that they would have just done it like after today's game. So at least I might have had a chance for him to help us hit the $15 threshold. But yeah, typical. This has been boiling for a while where I think even before the season started, there was a bit of an acrimonious, well, let's forget about that word. There was a very tense relationship between the player and the club. And yeah, I had a feeling that this could happen, but yeah, didn't expect it to happen this weekend. Thank you, Ola. So yeah, this is a write-off game week for me. Mark says, solid, 79th in the Bundesliga specialist. So congrats to Mark. And then Ath Wallace says, a bit of a slow week so far. Had a decent midweek, won a few rewards. I'm on 330 points in All-Star. Doubt it will hold for a reward, says Arthur. And then 270 threshold rare as well for Mark. So you guys sound like you've been having a fairly decent game week. Mine, yeah, was disaster really. This was just a load of terrible scoring. And then to top it off, Bokat doesn't even make the team. Not that he would have made a difference now, but that just shows you. Like, he was projected as well at 95%. I don't know what's happened there. This was a throwaway. I was hoping that we could have got a good score here in Challenger Europe from the Alanyaspor boys. And to be honest with you, they won 1-0. So I was hoping that we could get a much better score from everybody here. But yeah, Florent didn't do anything. Coca didn't score. Frustrating. Champ America is one of our strongest teams. And this is a team that I thought if everything else fails, then at least this team will give us a really good chance to try and win something this weekend. But look at how it panned out. We stacked with Quito. They had a home game against Alcus, I think. There we go. And they lost 2-1. They lost 2-1 at home, which was a shocking result from them. They really should be losing that game, and they lost 2-1. And then Peter Musa, who was at home to Vancouver Whitecaps, they lost 3-1. So that's when you know that it's just not your game week to win. And it doesn't even matter now whether Zampedri hits a hat-trick. We can't win anything in that. And it's just been that type of game week. Look, this was throwaway, so we won't really talk about that. But then Cap 220, I thought we had a good chance to, because we had a good start, I thought we had a good chance to get something in this one. Victor Edvardsen done terribly in a 2-0 loss. He actually missed 3 big chances, which is why he's got such a low score. Anto Grigic played, I think, the full 90 minutes in a 2-0 win. We captained him. He only got 36.6, which is just not the type of player you want to captain. And then Carroll done okay. Zubsuk conceded 2 goals. So we just didn't get enough high scoring in AA or any decisive at all to get anywhere close to a card here. Cap 240, very similar story. Yeah, we were trying to hit the 340 points here for the $8. Luton, again, managed to get a last kind of minute goal or a last gasp goal to keep their hopes alive to stay up. To be honest with you, when I invested in a Luton Town collection, I knew that this season in the Premier League was going to be one where I wasn't really going to get a good return from them, right? Because they're one of the weakest teams, or the worst teams, should you say, in the Premier League. They play with a lot of heart, but they're nowhere near the strongest team, right? So I knew I wasn't going to get a load of clean sheets. I knew I wasn't going to get a load of goals scored from them. I'm at the point now where I'm a bit conflicted because on the one hand, I would like Luton to stay up because it's Luton and I think it would be great for the club. But I'd also like them to stay up in a way because then it allows me to still enter the champion tier and a Premier League competition next season on Sorare. If I then got more new season cards for the Premier League, which I'm planning on doing, right, when the new season starts. But there's a big part of me as well that kind of hopes that Luton does not stay in the Premier League. Because if they don't stay in the Premier League, then at least this team will then be able to be a big scoring team, I think, in the Championship next season. And the Championship in the new format for Sorare falls in the Challenger tier. And I actually think it would be a pretty good tier for this team to give me some kind of return. At the moment, we play it pretty much every week. We don't really get anything from it. Although I must also say that I played it in the Premier League Winter Special, and it's already paid completely the cost of the whole collection. Because during the Premier League Winter Special, this Luton Town stack that we tend to play, it won over the course of the 10 game weeks for the Premier League Winter Special. It won like £75-80, and the whole entire collection of Luton Town was about £75. So it's already paid for. So we're effectively with the Luton Town boys playing for free or stake free. But yeah, I would just like to try and win more regularly with them. And I think at the moment, with them being in the Premier League and just battling to survive relegation, like I know pretty much every week that we're not going to get a monster score as you would with other teams out there. Free to Scout, when do I sell Paul Jolly and Barbet? You don't. You don't sell them at all. You hold on to them. And then Airseg is 90% chance of playing on Play Sharper, 100% on Sorare data. Why would it be so high if the relationship was like that? Well, the relationship's been like that for a long time. The relationship has literally been frosty for like the past year. So it doesn't really matter. Like, he's the main starter. So because it's been like that for so long, it should just be that he's 90% to start. Like, I think even though it was a bit of a surprise for me that it's happened so quickly, it's not a surprise that it has actually happened. So I think the suddenness of it is the surprise rather than like, oh, he's had his contract terminated. That's like completely, wow, I didn't expect that. I think if you've been holding on to Airseg and if you've been following the relationship that Airseg has with the club, then that won't surprise you. So yeah, it's not really it's not really the guys that play Sharper or Sorare Data are at fault, because they're not. Because they should be projecting him to be 90%, 100%, whatever, because he starts every week. But I don't know what's happened. Maybe even Airseg has done something on the weekend. He's sent a text, or he's just pissed them off even more, and they've just decided enough is enough. Under 23 team, you can see our under 23 team. We captained Corridor, which was great, but everybody else has pretty much done bad. We would need, I think, to get a score of 100 from Mash Kick to have any chance of winning anything here. We're not going to win anything in under 23. MLS Specialist was complete write-off. Everything's been a write-off, basically. Yeah. Been just one of those game weeks where nothing at all came off. All that planning, all of the prep and the research for nothing. So yeah, frustrating. Do you think it's worth trying to get a card to enter a lineup in the MLS Special? Considering the MLS cards will be new season. Yeah, I do. Yeah, you don't need a lot. You only need 3. Yeah. You only need 3 of the new MLS season cards. I actually done live on the stream, Ath Wallace, a couple of streams ago. I done a live build of the sort of team that you could put out for the MLS specialist, or that's what they call it, right? The MLS special, sorry. And we done it relatively cheap too. So check it out. I think it was from the stream on Thursday, not the stream on Friday. And it's like the last hour of it. All right. Here we go. Chelsea versus Leicester. Okay, so what I probably need to do... Yeah, I do need to do it, I think. Do watch now. I'm going to need to put this on the screen so you guys can't actually see it. But hopefully you guys are going to watch along with me. Let's press play. We need to sign in. Okay, go. All right, let's get this up. Yes, I have a TV license.
We try to keep the ball as much as we can, knowing that also the opposite is there, trying to steal the ball and try to attack.
All right. Gonna need to put this on a different screen.
There is only one common thing for us as a coaching staff and for the players, that is try to improve always. It doesn't matter if you are winning.
Put that on mute for now. Cool. What we're saying for Chelsea versus Leicester, because this is quite a big game really for Leicester. They're having a great season in the Championship. They're going to get promoted back up into the Premier League. And they're facing a Chelsea team which have not been that good so far this season. So what are we saying here? Are Chelsea going to come out on top? They're playing at home. Or are Leicester going to get the better of them? Because Leicester love to be a giant club. They're a giant killing team. As they famously done back in 2015, 2016 when they won the Premier League. But even before and after that, they love to defeat giant clubs. Yeah, I think everything's good there. Yeah, cool. I actually think that, funny enough, I think Leicester could win this one. I haven't looked at the lineup. Let's have a look at the lineup as well. So where's it at? Chelsea versus Leicester. Okay. So Chelsea are putting out Sanchez, Gusto, Disasi, Chalobah, Cucurella, sorry, Caicedo, Gallagher, Sterling, Palmer, Mudryk, and Jackson. Wow. So they're basically going hard on it here. It's a strong first 11. And pretty much, yeah, Leicester are doing the same. Oh, it should be a good game, this one. Really good game. Arthur, you reckon 2-1 to Chelsea? What about the rest of you guys in the chat? One in extra time, says Moldy. Who do you want to go through? Like, who do you guys want to win this one? Chelsea or Leicester? I want Leicester. Not going to lie, I want Leicester. I really like Leicester as a club. I like the way they play. Not a big fan of Chelsea at all. I think it would keep it interesting as well if we have this type of team that can go through.
In the Premier League, so they can take the pressure today, you know.
Yeah.
And yeah, I understand why he's playing those three.
So more pressure on Chelsea today, though?
Oh yes, of course. Yes. There is. Chelsea needs to win today. They need to win. They're playing Leicester with all due respect. It is a championship team. Yes, they have got a lot of ex Premier League players, but they are a championship team. And, Chelsea needs to
Telling it how it is.
and at home.
But the thing is, though, it doesn't really matter if they're a championship team. It's an FA Cup game, so anything can happen. If anything, the lower level teams get more of a rise for the FA Cup because they know it's such a special occasion.
Oh, come on, Leicester.
Good old Hasselbank. I would be good to see Leicester win, and then they draw Coventry in the semi-final. Yeah, it would be good, wouldn't it? Leicester, Coventry. And then, gutted we lost yesterday to them, but Coventry deserved their win. I think we would have beat them with our best side. Yeah, big credit to Coventry because they really turned it around, didn't they? In the last, 5 minutes as well. That Ellis Sims is so good. He took a long time for him to warm up, I think. Not warm up, but he wasn't really clicking at the start of the season. So it's taken him pretty much the whole season, I think, to start getting into that good rhythm. But now he's doing it. He's doing it at the right time for Coventry. And he certainly showed that yesterday, didn't he? Hello to Twitch Gaming as well. How you doing, man? I did hit the $80 in rare overnight, so that cheered me up. You hit the $80 in what? In rare 240 moldy? Did you? What? So you hit a score of what? 390? Oh my God, that's incredible. I want to bring up your team on the screen. Let's also have some of the sound up as well here.
And the players have some anxiety.
There we go.
Today they should have total confidence, surely, to win this one, John.
Great day, little bit blustery. Chelsea fans look a little bit tense, don't they? They make 2 changes from Monday's deserved 3-1 win over Newcastle.
Yeah, so very strong team from Chelsea. At home. It's a great opportunity for them to try and get some silverware, especially how they lost in the final recently. And they really should have not won, but it was a good opportunity for Pochettino to win something in the League Cup. He needs to win something, Pochettino. I like Pochettino as a manager, but his record of winning things is not that good. And especially in England, so he needs to try and win something, or at least get close to winning. I think in this big cup here, if he can get to a final, I think that's almost a minimum expectation for him now. It's a shame that Vardy's not playing. Where is Vardy? Vardy's not even on the bench. Is he injured? What's happened to Vardy? Why would Vardy not even be on the bench here? Oh, I kind of wanted to see Vardy play.
I think he's a good man for the job myself.
Yeah, Liverpool versus Man United later on today as well. Yeah, that's what we're doing, the watch along. And then Mouldy says he hit 367 points. Langarek, Welsh, Mukhtar, Newell is the captain, and Pencil. Wow.
What an important player he is.
He's immense.
Incredible, man. Really incredible.
When he's in those forward areas, probably going to play slightly off the front. He's been playing wide on the right, which I think is his best position.
All right, we're about to kick off here. I'm good. How about you? Still a bit pissed about the Montreal yesterday. Yeah, I was telling everyone on the channel, on the chat, that it looked like we were off to a brilliant start in this throw your hat in the ring for the Pooky predictions, because your prediction was amazing up until the last 10 minutes. I was gutted, man. What we're going to do as well with this throw your hat in the ring is that you guys get to pick the limited cards that you want. So it's not like I say, okay, I'm going to give you this player because you got an exact score. You get to pick. And I've got a giveaway Here we go. In my giveaways list here, we've got quite a few limited cards to give away, different types as well. Goalkeepers, some with partial coverage, some with no coverage. We've got, of course, loads with full coverage as well. There's a couple of gems in here. Where's he gone? Yeah, like Ryan Porteous is in there. Pepe Reina, and we'll be adding to it each week.
So that might hit their confidence, but no, they've got nothing to lose here.
Chelsea fans tell me they're sore that they don't get enough appreciation for their FA Cup record. They've appeared in 5 of the last 7 finals after all.
Wow, I didn't know that. That's actually pretty good. Yeah, that is pretty good. That Chelsea have appeared in 5 of the past 7 FA Cup finals. That's incredible. I think the bad stat, though, is that they probably haven't won a load of those.
That's going to be a good matchup on that side of the pitch. Mavididi, lots of pace, very direct.
We have our first corner of the game. Fast moves forward for Leicester. Vestergaard is in there as well.
It's a corner for Leicester. Let's bring that back up again so you guys can see what's going on. Oh, good ball. Oh, wow.
First shot in this quarterfinal is a Leicester shot one.
Well, that was unlucky, and that's a practiced move, very definitely there. Look at the quality of Dewsbury Hall here. Hits this like an arrow, and Winks is just...
Oh, it's a really good delivery. He gets a better connection on that. That could have been a testing shot for Sanchez.
Good pressing from Leicester.
Leicester look good at the moment. Started quite bright. Only a couple of minutes in, but...
In the last round. Late on it was, went to extra time.
Look up for it. Oh, dodgy. Dodgy back pass there.
Sada wins it for Chelsea. Chelsea are starting with Palmer on that far side.
I was annoyed with rivals with the Korea League this weekend. What happened? I don't know what happened. So, yeah. Please let me know what's happened there. Sorare advertised about winning a shirt from it, and it wasn't working properly. Yeah, I saw the promo. What do you mean it wasn't working properly? What, Rivals wasn't working properly for that game? I didn't hear much about that at all. I mean, you know that I don't play Rivals, so you only had a short window to enter your team and then you couldn't change. It was weird. That doesn't surprise me to hear. Classic Sorare. Sorry you had that experience though. But yeah, I'm also not surprised. Oh my god. Oh. Looked like a bit of a clearance off the line there.
Well, I think Palmer just a deft little flick at the near post. He just sort of ghosts into that near post.
Mudryk with the corner. Oh, wow. Got, the defender there didn't really know what to do. Doyle. Oh, it's hit the post. Then got a notification that the game had kicked off and it was like 30 minutes before. Oh no, what a mess. Have they sent a comms out about that at all, Mouldy? To apologise or to explain what's happened? I mean, I think I probably know the answer, but I want to ask anyway. Because stuff like that, if it doesn't go well, then I think Sorare need to be really on the ball of like sending out a comms, apologising. Especially because Rivals is targeted at new players, and new players are just not gonna, if it doesn't work properly and then they don't hear anything from the company that is obviously operating the game, just think it's just a bad experience that can put people off from sticking around. And I've always said that, and they've continued to not do it, but hopefully they did send something this time. They haven't sent anything yet, no? They need to get so much better at that, don't they? I mean, look, what if you were new to the game, right, Moldy? What if you were new? You'd never played Sorare before, and you know, you were like a couple of days in, and you see on Sorare's socials that there's this kind of cool event where you can play rivals, win a shirt. So you think this is really cool. And then, as you say, you try to do it. It's a bit of a mess, really, a hot mess, and it's working, but it's not working. And you get these weird notifications, and it's all just very confusing, very frustrating experience. And then you don't even hear anything from the company afterwards, right? Like, I think if I was new and I was in that kind of situation, then it honestly would start to make me think, okay, maybe I don't stick around, because this just seems like a bit. I don't mind if there's mistakes or if there's errors, but then if the company doesn't even say anything, it kind of looks like they don't care or they're not bothered. It's not a good look for the game, and I constantly tell Sorare that when stuff like that happens, it's fine. Because people know that there's going to be mistakes or problems that happen, right? But then what they've got to do is they've got to follow up with messages or comms afterwards to just reassure people and keep them in the loop, to let them know. And apologise as well, just apologise. Even just simple apologies go a long way, you know. But if you don't say anything, then it's just freaking rude, you know. And it also just looks like you don't care, or you're maybe not organised enough. It's just not a good look for the game, for the company. It's also not a good experience for users, right? And we need users to be feeling like they want to stick around rather than feel, you know, pissed off and that actually it's just a bit of a joke. There was a post in the Korean press about Sorare this weekend as well, advertising the game. Has to be a 24-hour service with games going on all the time. Yeah. I agree. I mean, eventually Sorare are going to understand it, because they're going to start to see like a, what's the word I'm looking for here? They'll start to see a churn, you know, and then they'll have to then identify that churn could be down to just not managing the user experience well. But yeah, disappointing to hear that you've had that experience, man. And also that there hasn't been any further comms on it. Thank you also. I haven't said a thank you yet. Thank you also to Dave. Where's he gone? Yeah, David Corporeal. Thank you so much, man, for the sub. The tier 1. Thank you for the 2 months, man. I really appreciate it. Welcome back in. Do let us know how your game week's going, David, if you can. Hello also to Packers15. Have you seen Ess's contract was terminated? Yeah, we've seen it. Yeah, Ola told us earlier on. It's funny, actually, because Ola told us when I was running through how bad my game week's been on Sorare. And I was, here it is, actually. And I was saying that my only saviour for the weekend now rests with Airseg, right? Where Airseg could score, and we needed Airseg to score today to then give us the $15, right? And as I was saying it, then Ola said, oh, Free Tip Scout, Airseg's had his contract terminated. And for a second, I thought he was joking, but he wasn't, and we checked out the tweet. Typical. That's when you know you've got just really bad luck in a game week. Where even that doesn't come off for us. So yeah, pretty annoying. Has his price has probably taken like a huge hit. It was already quite, look, he's £5.61 anyway. But yeah, I wouldn't be surprised after this news that he drops to kind of like £1 or something. Hopefully he gets picked up by a club that is covered in Sorare. I mean, I hope for my sake, because I have his limited and his rare, and I spent £36 on his rare at the start of the season. So, yeah, I'd like to still use him. I think it's a good time to pick him up, though, because he is very good. He's quite... The problem with him, though, is that personality-wise, he's very fiery. right? Which is why we're now in this situation. He's quite a difficult character.
10 minutes.
But maybe at a different club, they will make him feel a bit more loved so that he doesn't feel like he has to fight with the club as much. Who knows, right?
France did well at Montpellier and cost Leicester 7.5 million from them.
Yeah, I agree, Moldy. I really agree with you. Yeah, I really agree. Like, you have no idea the amount of tweets, the amount of feedback that I have given Sorare on this area alone is that it is not good enough for a company of their size, with all their resources, all their manpower, you know, all the teams they've got, with a game of this magnitude. It is not good enough when things go wrong to remain silent. Yeah, they've got to be on the ball. When things go wrong, they've got to be right on it. You know, getting out the comms, or doesn't even have to be tweets and stuff. Just have a system in the game where as soon as there's a problem, right, within, you know, like half an hour or something, like tell people, let them know, and then when the issue's resolved, apologize, right? As I say, but at the moment, it's a guessing game whether they even follow up on stuff like that, and it's just not good enough. It's just the sort of thing that, as you say, is a basic, and they have to start doing it, because if they don't do it, then people are just going to get turned off by the game. And it's small things like that that Sorare should just be doing, because they are a gift. There are things that like are not difficult to do, but they are the sort of things that can make people leave the game. So it's a small fix that will ensure that they can keep more people in the game, talking about the game, having a positive experience, and then getting more people to come on board, right? But when they have experiences where things don't go well, and then there's no comms as well from the company, people are less likely to recommend the game, and they're more likely to even walk away from the game. But they need to avoid that, because we're already lacking a lot of demand. It's quite a good game with this at the moment. Oh my God! Oh, it's a goal! Goal for Chelsea. Nicholas Jackson had a really good ball play through to him. Then he took on the defender and he left him for dead. And then he spotted the run from Cucurella. He was just wide open. There was no trackers on him. And it was the easiest goal we're ever going to see. It was a tap-in. It was embarrassing. He just left his defender for dead.
No substitute for blistering pace. Just work it nicely.
So, good ball. Jackson picks it up. Who does he take on? Is it Doyle? Oh man, that's such bad defending. Who is that? Is that Doyle? Number 25. Was it Yannick? Oh my God, it was Yannick Vestergaard. Number 23. God, Yannick Vestergaard there, who's an experienced defender, got mugged off big time. I thought this was Callum Doyle for a second, who's like a youngster. It was Yannick Vestergaard. Oh dear. Not Yannick's best moment there. I used to work as a teacher, and if I got to work and had any emails from angry parents, reply to them right away and acknowledge that you have received it and that you will get back to them as soon as you are free. Just simple stuff. And Sorare need to be better. They said they wanted to be better with comms and they haven't. I agree, man. I've spent a lot of time in my life working in service industries, or working in industries where, like, customer service, right, has to be your number one. And you have to provide the best customer service possible. And I've got to be honest with you, I can't believe how lax Sorare is with their customer service, because it's things like this that we're talking about that is a basic, and that in today's world, we shouldn't even need to tell them. They should know things go wrong, communicate with your customers, apologize as well, and then explain what went wrong and how you fixed it and how it's not going to happen again, right? But when things go wrong, as we talked about, nobody's there. Nobody's there kind of addressing the customers, right? And then when they are, it's kind of like it's too little too late. Yeah, I completely agree with you, man. It's one of the things that has wound me up a lot about Sorare. And often when I raise it, a lot of people out there say, oh, I'm making a big fuss over nothing. I'm really not. These are the sort of things that turn people off the game. And as I say, it's really easy for Sorare to do. So they just need to do it. They need to show that their customers are number one. And it's small little things like that that do go a long way. Like what you were doing with your with the angry parents there, right? They're still probably going to be angry, but at least they know that they're not, that they're front of mind, that they're not being ignored, that you've acknowledged the issue and that you're going to work on sourcing it, right? Whereas imagine if, you know, those angry parents didn't get a response at all, you know? All that's going to do is that's going to piss them off even more and make them less less inclined for a good relationship with you. Just not a good experience, really. Right. Come on, Leicester. Leicester started really well for like the first 5 minutes, but they've started to be dominated here now. Wow. Chelsea have only lost one game in all competitions this season after they have scored the first goal. That's pretty good, actually.
They have been very strong. They're on the way. A long way to go, mind you, today to an 11th winning 40. And almost once here in that spell, but Sanchez took a chance. He dallied, he delayed, and Daka pounced.
Can't believe how bad my game week's been.
What sort of time he thinks he's got there, Sanchez?
Nah, Sanchez, I don't know what. Yeah, he's just
Ambling around.
so
Good press.
almost too relaxed.
You need more urgency, don't you, from Sanchez? Goodness.
He got away with that, Sanchez.
A mistake that cost him his Brighton first team shirt. He preferred others who were better with their feet.
Oh, Chelsea are back in here. Chelsea are in. Oh, what are Leicester doing here? They're too open, Leicester at the back. They've got it again, Chelsea. No way. Oh, my God. Chelsea smell blood here.
Well, he felt Mudryk there was going to put that in the back of the net. Sweeping attack. It does seem they can cut them through like butter.
Hello to Furysin. How you doing, man?
Defending in the end, but hits the back of his own player there. Sterling.
Going in as well. Corner taken short. Sterling.
Like, I do think that Sorare's communication has improved. It really has, actually. Just one further point on that. Sorare's communication has massively improved. But the fact that there are a lot of basics that still aren't being done shows you that even though it's improved, imagine how bad it was, that it's still not that great today. But it is better. But it's the little things that they miss out on. It's the things like when there needs to be a message sent out to everyone about something important in the game, rather than them send a message out to everyone, they'll drop the answer in a reply to someone in Discord, so that then that person will know, and that whoever else is on Discord at the time will know, but then it's not widely communicated out to everyone. And they still do that, which is kind of annoying. And of course then, as we talked about, when things go wrong, they're not quite on the ball. They're not quite, you know, what's the word I'm really looking for? They're not proactive with getting ahead of a problem and getting ahead on the comms of the problem. They're much more reactive, and it's a little bit too, like, it's an afterthought rather than it's the first thing on their mind to make sure that everyone understands that, you know, they apologise to everyone. They've been doing it for a while as well. But yeah, they do need to get out of that.
Did well, very nearly fed Palmer. Get another chance. He's having a delightful game so far.
Starting to look more assured, Jackson. We know he's got the pace.
Yeah, you're right. I think the thing is, though, is that I wouldn't expect Leicester to have this team next season. I think that they would bring in a couple of players that could that would be Premier League quality. But you're right. Like, the team itself, the core of the team is very Championship. So if they don't get some really big reinforcements in, some quality reinforcements for next season, then yeah, they could very well be getting back down in the Championship again. But I actually think Leicester are quite an attractive team to join because of what they've done in 2015, 2016. And they do give a lot of players chances. They're quite an exciting team. Got a good fan base, got a good stadium, got some of the best academy and training facilities actually in the country. So really good club to be getting involved in. Probably what they'd need to do is they'd need to try and bring in some players that maybe don't have Premier League experience but are good enough, have the ability to play in the Premier League. It's a little bit risky to do that because then if they don't have Premier League experience, you don't know whether they're going to be able to adjust or not. Or you bring in players who are playing in the Championship who are more than good enough to play in the Premier League. And maybe who even have Premier League experience already. God, like Leicester at the moment, they can't seem to get out of their own half. I'm just watching this now. They're struggling to get the ball. When they get the ball, they're being pressed like crazy. Oh, this is good though. Oh.
He has done well, brilliantly well there to get his team out, running with the ball, no real options. He wanted Daku to make a run, but he didn't.
Just a little push for him of
Just invites the foul.
You're having a really decent game week, Jurison. Tell us, man. Please do tell us how good it's going for you. Hirek, they should inform us exactly what divisions we will be put in. They will do that. They will do that. But I think that they're going to... They haven't done almost the calculation yet, right? I think they said they're going to be doing it... What? Like, at the end of this month, no? Oh! What a ball. Oh, good ball from Leicester there. They get a corner.
Really good run he makes in there. Look at it, whips it this time. It's got better weight on that. Just can't get anybody on the end of it.
Wow. If somebody had got on the end of that, then Sanchez would have looked like an idiot. Come on, Leicester. Oh!
No, and it should be. There should be a Chelsea head on that.
Chandler got it away in the end.
Come on. Leicester aren't moving. They're not looking for it.
Vestergaard. He signed in summer of 2021, but he
Wow, it's so congested in the middle of the park.
for a long while. He has this season.
Oh, good play. Right. Ah, that's not the ball. Oh, wow.
Cross, by the way, to go centrally.
They need to go wide. That's it. They're not using the widths at all, Leicester.
Closest to him on the edge of the
Good ball. Good ball. Oh. Daka gets his head to it, but he puts it over and wide.
He's actually had any kind of calmness on the ball as he
Wasn't really, he was kind of stretching for it, and he was stretching back as well.
floated cross in to that right side. This is it, look. Tawu, he's nice and measured. He's looking, the movement's there, fast stick, and he just places it in there and really should be putting that away.
Good opportunity for Daka today with Jamie Vardy.
Yeah, it'll be soon, man. It'll be soon, because what they said is that closer towards the first game week of the... Oh. Oh. He's given a penalty. Oh, wow.
He miskicked it
The referee's given a penalty to Chelsea.
and he was taken out.
Oh, I need to see it again.
He hits the standing foot of Sterling. Again, it's that.
It looked like he maybe swept his leg under.
It comes back to Sterling here. He's just as about to pull the
Oh,
trigger.
yeah.
His standing leg there. Just
Oh, yeah. Let's have a closer look.
for me, let's have a look.
Yeah,
Just gets taken.
that is a penalty.
Looks comical almost in the end.
Young Abdul Fattah
The way that Sterling swung
in there.
and kicked air looked a bit funny. It looked a bit theatrical, but yeah, there's a penalty.
But he was
Definitely.
taken out, and he will take the penalty. cup goals to his name in his past. He scored 4 in his last 2 games against Leicester.
Let's have a little look at this here. FCS 2 weeks before the update, I bought a 240 team, was disappointed with the update, but won 2 thresholds back to back, then got unlucky every game week. My gallery started to drop. Last week, I convinced a friend to start playing, picked his 2 first game weeks to teach him how to do it. Last week, 5 points off reward in amateur. This week, big chance to get reward. So I'm thinking to get back in amateur, but my gallery dropped, so it would mean at least 20% loss. What should I do? Oh, he has missed it. Sterling's missed it. Oh, it's a shocking penalty. It's a shocking penalty. What is Sterling doing? Oh, it's terrible. Pirret called it. Pirret called it. Oh, that's so bad. Right down the middle, basically. No pace to it. No, it's not wide enough. It's like a penalty that's taken from someone that's not confident they're going to score it. Oh, it's terrible. It's an awful pen. Yeah. I love that Pirret called it as well. Let's go back to the question that was asked from Malv there. Malv, I don't think you should do what you feel is right, but personally, I wouldn't take a 20% loss. Probably it's going to be more than that as well, because that is assuming that you could sell them for what their averages are on Sorare data, and the reality is you probably have to end up selling them for less as well. So it could be a loss that's a lot more. You might also find that you're struggling to sell normally with the players you've got to other human managers. So you might even have to sell to bots, and then of course you're going to leave even more money on the table. So no, I don't think you should sell, man. Yeah, same. Why did he not take it? It's much better penalty taker than Sterling. Palmer. When I guess because Sterling won it, he probably thought, well, I'm going to take it. But if you're then going to claim it, you've got to have confidence in you. He just didn't even look that confident. Big let off for Leicester there. Huge let off. That penalty's made me hungry. Sanchez would be a better option. The goalkeeper. It's quite a good game, this, though. Just want Leicester to give a bit more. They've not really offered enough, actually. Let's have a look at the stats as well. Wow, good run from Gusto. Oh, poor ball, though. What's the stats here? Yeah, look, Leicester haven't even had a shot on target. They're at 40% possession, which I can tell from looking and watching the game. They've not offered enough going forward. When they look, they're here. They're outside of Chelsea's box. It's a good ball. Ah, they're wasting their chances. The final ball from Leicester's not good enough at the moment. I think the other thing as well, maybe you guys are noticing it if you're watching the game, is that when Chelsea are attacking Leicester, they're breaking against them quickly, and it's leaving Leicester a little bit exposed at the back. So it's creating lots of space. When Leicester are attacking them, they're trying to do like a slow build, and it's just very difficult for them to find a way through because Chelsea then have loads of people back. They're nice and organised. So I think Leicester need to go back and do what they used to do way back in the day here, where they need to try and, when Chelsea are attacking them, they need to counter them. They need to try and expose the space. At the moment, they're not doing that. It's all too slow. Like here, like they've got the ball. Okay, so they're attacking. This is what they should be doing. Good. Yeah, good. Oh, that's what they should be doing more. So as soon as the player got the ball, I think it was, who was it? Here in Dewsbury Hall. He just runs at them.
post, and it doesn't happen early enough. Look, he's just coming in just too late.
That's what they need to be doing more. Attacking them.
In Dewsbury Hall there.
Being more direct. Come on, Leicester.
With the corner, left-footed. Sanchez.
Oh, Sanchez, my God. Sanchez doesn't look that good today, does he? He looks a bit flappy, a bit nervous. Oh, my God. He could have... that could have been a goal. Well, Faze gets his head on it, but he can't direct it. That could have easily been a goal.
There's the Leicester player involved.
How much is Sanchez on the game at the moment?
It would seem, Martin,
£10. Okay. Interesting.
I like him, yeah. Maybe not the most mobile, but I think...
I actually quite like Sanchez, but he's not been having that great a game so far.
When he came in from Southampton, didn't really feature, but he certainly is now.
As a Villa fan, I'm so happy Watkins is starting against West Ham today. Why did you think that he wasn't going to start? Did he have a knock or something?
Yeah, Jackson's pace and just feathers it into the far corner there, just for this man to tuck away. Couldn't be easier.
He went off against Ajax. Okay. This is actually quite a tricky game for Aston Villa. Good game as well. I was thinking about watching this as well on the stream. But yeah, I had to make a choice between that game, the Premier League game between Villa and West Ham, or the FA Cup games. I just figured that the FA Cup games would be quite... It's the FA Cup, isn't it? It's quite nice to watch the FA Cup on a Sunday.
It's about relationships, though, between players. Still not there for Chelsea.
Come on, Leicester. It's a pretty, I've got to say, it's a pretty low-key atmosphere at the moment.
I like the way they do that in midfield.
I thought Leicester's fans would be a lot more vocal here. Very quiet at Stamford Bridge.
Chelsea lead. They have a very good record at this stage of the competition. They've won their last 5 quarterfinals. Back to when Everton beat them in 2016.
Good play. Here we go. Yeah, good play. Ah, nearly put the ball through. They're trying a lot of through balls, Leicester, but the centre-backs for Chelsea are wise to it. Mudrik's on the ball. Was that a shot? Oh, he's... Oh. No way. Who was that? He's had a shot that was more like a conversion, a rugby conversion.
Should he have released earlier to Palmer?
It's not a bad shot from Mudryk. How much is Mudryk? Because I really like him. £12 is he? Wow. There's 919 limited cards of Mudryk. That's loads, isn't it? It is rare. There's 159, and his rare is like £69. Rares are getting very low. I mean, this type of player, with the way rares are going, could even see this guy get to kind of £40, £30 even and below by the end of the season. Especially with the fact his cards will then be classic as well. Probably going to be huge drops in player prices for all cards, but then especially like the champion cards at the end of the season when people are just trying to offload them so they can get their money to put towards the new in-season cards, right?
He doesn't look comfortable, does he, Sanchez, at all?
I like the way Leicester, though, they keep going through the middle, Jonathan, trying to pass their way. Determined to keep passing the ball.
It's so sad to see he's slowly dropping down in the leaderboard in All-Star. Yeah, you said you had, what, 330 points or something, didn't you, Arthur? In All-Star, that's probably not going to be enough. Unless you... It's probably not. Unless you got really, really lucky.
Gallagher, home-produced players in the summer. What a shame that would be.
Just another example there. The Sassy not getting the ball out of his feet. Jackson going berserk because he wants it in the channel like this one.
Oh, what a ball that is. Oh, my God. Oh. Well played. Okay. Done well there. Oh, good ball. Right, here we go. Oh, Dewsbury Hall's brilliant. His decision making and his final balls are so good. Oh, so poor. Palmer.
Still in the tie, 1-0 down. The championship leaders have played some decent football at times. Can they get to the final third, really?
I think it's been a good game. It's been very open.
Yeah, it has been quite good, actually. Just a shame that Leicester haven't really posed too much of a threat going forward. Look, Chelsea have had 61% possession. They've had 6 shots, 3 on target. Leicester just haven't really threatened them.
Gusto's broken through to the French senior team this season and would be expected to go to the European Championship. 6 attempts so far for Chelsea.
Look at they're not having any counter-attacks as well. Look, Leicester. That's what I was saying. They need to be counter-attacking them more.
Sanchez make a save.
Maybe that good approach play. We just need to get more bodies, I think, into that final third.
Vardy, but they have been sharing the goals about this season. 7 of their FA Cup goals have been scored by different players. That's a
Oh, it's a foul.
brings Jackson down.
Wout Faze just reminds me of David Luiz.
He hits the deck there quite hard, Jonathan.
Sometimes the way that Wout Faze plays, he just looks like a calamity, like David Luiz was.
I think he landed on
I actually quite like Wout Faze too, but
leg in the boot.
every now and then he just looks so out of sorts defensively, like David Luiz used to.
His 39th game in charge. It would be his 20th win. Picked up his 300th victory as a coach early this season. It's Crystal Palace.
In fact, let's go back to this. We need to check our Pooky scores as well to see if anything's happened on Pooky.
How to beat them. They've got behind so many times with Jackson's runs that they're not playing the ball out early enough.
I am, Jonathan. Yeah, you're looking at Thiago Silva sitting on the bench, and I know it's about creating change and using a different set of central defenders, but I'm pretty certain he's playing that ball.
Reminds you of Sideshow Bob from The Simpsons, yeah.
Since mid-February, had a thigh injury.
Funny enough, actually, I used to have like dreadlocks that are like quite long dreadlocks, and then I used to have dreadlocks that were kind of down to my shoulders. This was when I was a lot younger, and fucking my nickname at one of the companies I was working at was fucking Sideshow Bob. It's not a good nickname to have. It was all fun though. I could see the humor in it, because I think if I wasn't me and I saw someone that looked like me that had those dreadlocks down to the side, I probably would have said the same. So I kind of got it.
Just needs a bit of encouragement, doesn't he, for Tawu? Senior player, perhaps. Just speak.
Where are we at here? Sorry. I was looking at the games here to see whether we can update them for more points. We can't do anything in the Leverkusen Freiburg one. and we can't really do anything in the Dortmund one either. In the German league, I'm actually doing not too bad, largely because we've got 1, 2, 3, 4 scores of around 150 points or more, which has really helped us out. But we still don't have an exact score, so ideally I need this to be 3-1 or this one to be 3-1, because, yeah, getting an exact score, at least one, would really help us out. But at the moment, we're currently 57th out of 464, so we're doing pretty good. But again, in Pooky, kind of the target is to try and hit 1,000 points minimum to almost guarantee then that you can get something pretty good. Look at that, Patrick. Simple Blue, who's Twitch Gaming in the chat. Twitch Gaming is 2 positions above us here with 836.1. So he's doing good as well. But yeah, I think at the moment, as I say, we're currently 57th. If we can try and get into the top 30, that'd be lovely. At the moment, we're only going to be getting probably around like 1.3 Matic, right? So we need to try and get here so we can get something a bit more sizable. So in these 2 tiers here. Leicester on the attack. Get the ball in.
By the time the cross came in, they were well set, the Chelsea defence. Here's Harry Winks.
I think this is too easy for Chelsea to defend because they have so many people back. They have these lines of players. Oh, yeah. Cross was tame from Leicester. Couple of minutes and then it is the half time. I'm on 357 and still need 5 points for a reward with 1 of 6 still left to play. In what division? What competition are we talking about here? No way. Yeah, he did do well, goalkeeper. Had to get there.
Fast, experienced. Bunch of international clears it away.
Yeah. Second div. Okay. Yeah, it's pretty insane. A lot of managers out there do like to try and dismiss how more competitive it's getting. A lot of managers say, oh, it's just high-scoring game weeks, but it was just a random high-scoring game week. But actually, it's not. Some of that comes into it. But we all know with the prices dropping lower and lower, it just means that then that's going to raise the minimum points, right? And so that's now why we're seeing it so competitive and so difficult to get involved in the high-level rewards. So yeah, 362 points for a tier 5. I remember when I was... Do you remember when I was competing in second div with Limited, for example? And we hit a score of 380, and it wasn't enough to get a tier 5. And for sure, that was a high-scoring game week. But, oh, he's through. Sterling's through. Oh, my God. Sterling is such a clown sometimes at finishing. He's never been like a natural finisher, and I'd never understand why he hasn't got any better. Oh. Doesn't even test the goalkeeper. It's like he doesn't have the calmness in his mind to kind of just set himself and then just take a few breaths and then get a shot off that you with real focus that's then going to be on target. It's like he rushes things or he just panics a little bit. Let's have another little look at it. Oh, he's miles away. That's so bad. The replay makes that even worse for Sterling. It's a really poor shot. He does get, look, he's in again, Sterling. There you go. 2-0. Sterling breaks the offside trap and then squares it to Palmer. And Palmer's got the easiest finish in the world. He's like right on top of the goalkeeper. He just guides it into the bottom left corner. So he made up there, Sterling, for his awful shot about 2 minutes ago. And that's the great thing about Sterling, is that he's so quick, he's so tricky, his movement's really good. Oh, I didn't even break the offside trap, to be fair. He just ran through them. It's just tricky to deal with because he's so quick. He's so... Yeah, it's good. Good play from them. Ah, Chelsea. 2-0 up just before the break. It's going to be half-time in a minute. Really need Leicester to do better than this, though. I mean, it's not a surprise that they're 2-0 down because they have been, they haven't been the best team in the first half, but just expected more from Leicester, really. We're going to take a quick 5-minute break in a minute as well when it gets to half-time. Look at this here. That's a foul. No way. Oh. Gallagher try and goes for the curler, but just slipped as he took it.
Slipping there as he hits that standing foot. I think Sterling, though, all around us, I think if he gives 100%, they don't care if he misses. Of course, they want him to score, but they want him to work hard and be in the right frame of mind. He's certainly done that since that miss he had.
Well played from Dakar. Dewsbury Hall. Ah, this is so... Oh, he won it back, though, on the edge of the box. Ah, come on, Leicester. They haven't had a shot on target. Leicester. That's a foul. Chowdhury is so crap. How is Hamza Chowdhury still playing for Leicester? Awful player. They haven't had a shot on target, have they? 3 shots, 0 on target. All right, it's half time. We're going to take a quick 5-minute break, guys. Then we're going to come back and we're going to talk about the first half between Chelsea and Leicester. Quite entertaining, but disappointing too, because I wanted Leicester to put up more of a fight than what they've done. So, yeah, quick 5-minute break, guys. Don't go anywhere, stay connected, and then I'll see you in a few minutes. right, guys, I'm back. Let's turn the volume up a little bit.
Chance probably fell to Patson Daka.
Yeah, difficult this.
They're just playing through. I'm sure if you're watching it, you already seen what's going on.
Trying to get above the ball and you
Just the
can't
pundits in the studio just
get it down.
analysing the first half.
The ball went wide, but he's been in good positions. And Leicester, you know, I would expect Leicester down the left-hand side. I was expecting the right to be the one where they got all the jaw. But that's a lovely little ball teaser, and he just cannot get hard enough or enough purchase. He's in the right place. It's a lovely ball for centre forward.
It's a lovely ball. That's what you want as a centre forward.
He's just stretching back though.
Enough for him to put a full head on it, and Daka is unlucky there.
Yeah, you're disappointed if you don't score those. You really are. Yeah. But the service, if you keep getting the service, you keep getting the chances.
We need a monster score here from Lovro Magic to give us a chance of winning a card.
Final quarter-final between Manchester United and Liverpool later today. You can watch on the iPlayer and the BBC Sport website at around 5:30. Unless that game, of course, goes to extra time and penalties. Rugby Special has all the action and analysis from the final round of the Six Nations today on BBC 2 at 6. And there's live NBA on BBC 3 this evening as the Dallas Mavericks take on the...
Is there really? Live NBA? I didn't know that. It's quite cool.
So how was your day?
Could do some NBA scouting on the BBC 3 site. Let's turn that off again. We'll wait until, there we go. There's the confirmation. Anti-Airseg is out. So annoying. So frustrating. Been a horrible, horrible game week for me. Like even here, I thought I might have a chance of at least doing something good in the All-Star. Our first player to play an All-Star was Pedro Santos, and he got a red card. So that's done. Doesn't even really matter now what everyone else does. God, Gignac done good though. All right, we'll watch the second half and then we'll see what's what, guys. Whether we do the Man United Liverpool one as well. Guys, predictions for the second half for the Chelsea-Leicester game. What are we saying? Can Leicester make a comeback? I'd like them to score at least one goal to keep it interesting. We're just so tame in the first half.
The clubs that we played, especially Barrow, Stevenage, Ipswich Town and Coventry City for their hospitality.
Hello to Connor, how you doing, man?
Football, the management for how much they look after us, Leicester United Football Club and the community.
What about the game against Ipswich? And I asked you as we walked along here, what was the highlight? And you said all of them, probably Ipswich.
Yeah, definitely Ipswich because that was the pivotal moment for us. That took us into the fifth round. And it was the manner of how we won the game, the goals that were scored in that game. To put Maidstone in the history books was just the icing on the cake.
What's it done for the club and the whole community? Because maybe...
That victory against Ipswich was ridiculous, really, for Maidstone. Given how Ipswich are so strong this year. Brilliant effort from them.
So much energy, it's been driven around the community. But
still
more
now?
importantly,
Is it still now?
Yeah, definitely. Still now. That's what everyone is talking about. Our community don't really care about the league at the moment. But what it's done is it's giving our football club a few more years of sustainability. We're going to be putting down a new 3G pitch. And also, I think we had a debt of more than £200,000. And that's going to be cleared out as well. So it helps our club be sustainable. So it's a huge financial benefit for a club like us and also for the community.
On the pitch as well, you of course going for the playoffs, for promotion. How hard has it been to put the focus with the players and say, I know what we've done, but we can do even more this season?
Yeah, as a manager, you have to obviously allow the players to digest everything that's happened around the FA Cup, but more importantly,
This is a difficult league, though. Wow, look at Yeovil. Yeovil is smashing it. Although recently they're not. It'd be interesting if Maidstone can get out of that league.
In the first half, I'm sure yesterday you watched Coventry against your beloved Wolves again. You said to me, they're my bogey team.
Yeah, definitely they are. That's kind of like a double hit for me, but more so a big congratulations to Coventry, Mark Robbins, and the entire Coventry community. Listen, we played them. They showed us every bit of respect.
God, I want the second half now to start, don't we? I want to watch Chelsea again. How long is this break? Okay, we're nearly there.
Well, it was an incredible achievement. We absolutely loved watching it, particularly when the BBC cameras came to watch you beat Ipswich. George, massive congratulations, and of course on the new contract as well.
Thank you. Thanks for having me. Thank you.
Absolutely, a brilliant story of the season, Dion. I mean, you were at Cambridge, weren't you? Had a couple of good cup runs, so you know what that feels like.
Absolutely, for the community of Cambridge at the time, and you know, packed out, you know, Abbey Stadium back in the day, 6,000 to 7,000 people, and the revenue that it brings in as well. Those FA Cup runs mean so much to the community.
I trust the viewers understood that I meant Cambridge football team, not university when talking about
I've done both, guys.
Right, I think the teams will be making their way
Cambridge University.
shortly.
Talking about.
Conceivable that Leicester could get back into this?
Well, with Chelsea, everything is possible. You know, they have not gone for a whole match being really comfortable.
No.
You know, for a while. So Leicester have to keep on believing. If they,
Leicester need to be coming out firing in the second half. They were too tame.
You never know.
They might need to defend better than they did in the first half.
God, when is this game coming? What's going on in the chat, guys? It's a little bit quiet in the chat, to be honest with you. What's everyone doing? Okay, not a bad start in Ultimate Champions as well for my team. What's the predicted lineup for what? For the Man United game? Don't know at the moment. Oh, the Chelsea game is about to start. Again.
Dramatic situations, and Chelsea have been inconsistent in patches of.
Don't know. We can have a little look to see whether it's released yet.
So this isn't done yet. As Chelsea get us off and underway, same 11 that started and the same 11 that started for Leicester City.
Can't see anything at the moment. Tyson Fury.
Gusto's been outstanding. And the problem there, Jackson's gone down.
Don't know, but you'd expect Man United to put out like a super strong team because they need to try and win something this year. And it's probably their only chance to win something now, the FA Cup.
He went down with Vestergaard, was it in the first half? I can't remember, but
Yeah, Chelsea is Chelsea's winning 2-0 against Leicester. Really want Leicester to do to make a comeback here. They've just been a little bit poor in the first half though.
he's back on his feet. Unless, as you say, he's still sore from the first.
That can happen. Just going back to the lads at half-time, I think Jimmy Floyd Hasselbank is absolutely right. When you've come here to watch Chelsea, they never really have the perfect 90 minutes. So those neutrals sitting watching at home, maybe there's something still here for Leicester.
Hopefully.
First goal for Chelsea. If Jimmy Floyd was running at you, or if Dion was running at you, or if Gary was running at you, how would you have defended?
You were shocked to see Coventry beating Wolves. I mean, 100th minute winner, damn. Yeah, the beauty of the FA Cup, right? Good story, that one. And the manner of how they done it too, right? Those late goals to make it happen. It's kind of what I was hoping for here, really, that Leicester could do. And they could still do it. I was kind of hoping for Leicester to have a bit of a FA Cup fairy tale, but they've not looked really that great so far. Just haven't posed enough problems for Chelsea. Here we go, though.
Chance here for Dewsbury Hall to create something because he's a talented player.
Did really well in that first half, wasn't he? Probably the best Leicester player.
Yeah, I think he was, Dewsbury Hall. Oh, it's a probing cross there. That's not handball. Oh, great run here from Mudryk.
More confidence these days.
Certainly is.
Jackson.
Jackson puts it to Cole Palmer. Ah, he's always going to cut inside, and the opportunity's been lost.
Right hand side. Gallagher. Now Mudryk. Pace of the move has slowed down.
No way. Really? How did you meet him? That's quite cool. Did you get his autograph or something as well? Did you get a photo? Yeah, I know he's signed for Seal.
Do you know that Daka was making a really good run there?
But how did you meet him?
Okay, he draws the foul in the end. Good play from him, good approach play, but look at the run that's been made. He could just thread that through.
Oh no, disaster then.
Huge. Chelsea do have this very good home record this season. Home record in cup ties. Great record against Leicester.
Oh wow, he's got miles of space out there. Ah. Oh.
High bouncing ball, awkward for Abdul Fatawu to control. John Terry and Jody Morris there to his left-hand side with the cap. Chelsea stalls.
Both on the phone.
Jody Morris been on the trip to Tromso.
Jody Morris looks completely different.
Of Tromso, it was a lively trip. Throw then to Chelsea. This is a problem for them, isn't it? You can't predict what they're going to do in any 15-minute period of a game.
Well, it's about keeping that momentum going, and then you're looking for the leaders.
Currently sitting 75th on Pookie with 2 correct scores. Are you, Connor? In what league?
Very lively, but they can't just, they have to demand a lot from each other.
Oh.
Raheem Sterling summed it up for him. A little unfortunate slip because he'd made a good run there. Here's Gusto.
Slowly getting the hang of La Liga. You persevered. The perseverance is paying off for you. That's good, man. It's really good. Yeah, I agree. La Liga is really difficult to predict, which is why I don't predict in it. I prefer leagues that are a bit more reliable. Although that being said, the MLS is a bit tricky this year to predict. It's not as reliable for over 2.5. And we're seeing some weird scores in that league as well. And that's the league that I used to think was very predictable. The leagues like Argentina are great because they're so predictable. In fact, actually, what's been happening, there's no Argentinian, well, there is. Wow, there was a lot of crazy scores in the Argentinian league this week. The couple of 1-1s again. 1-1's a great score there. Yeah, 1-0s, 0-0s. Oh my God, what's happened? What has happened there? Leicester have just scored, and it looks like some weird goal because I didn't even see it. What was it? What just happened here? Dizazi's made a mistake of some kind, but I haven't seen it. Oh my God. Oh no. Dizazi scored. Dizazi scored the most embarrassing own goal. Oh dear. So Leicester are back in this here. If you haven't seen the Dizazi own goal, if you're not watching this, then you should try and watch it. Because Dizazi's just, he was under a bit of pressure and he's just spooned it in. But to be fair as well, Sanchez, I don't know whether Sanchez could have really done anything there. He probably needed to be that far out. It's just a bad goal. He's basically lobbed the goalkeeper.
If I'd have done that. Well, the Chelsea fans, I'm sure, won't appreciate it either.
Damn. All right, game on. We were hoping for that. We were hoping that Leicester could get an early goal. They've got it from Chelsea's own doing.
Total control.
Come on, Leicester.
Disassi has been better than that. After he was injured at the start of
That's a gift for Leicester. In fact, you know what? I think that was Leicester's only... Leicester haven't had a shot on goal, have they? They've scored Leicester without having a shot on goal. Love it.
Consistency, and he's got to him. He lost possession there to Dewsbury Hall, and Leicester will play on him now. Here's Winks.
Come on, Leicester. Here we go. Go on, Leicester. Oh! Oh!
Sanchez gathers.
Okay. Good. It's created a bit of a spark in the game now.
Very open cut. So it has been throughout. Sterling.
Oh, Jackson's got the better of Wout Faze there. Played it to Palmer, it's too wide. Nice one, Connor. Thanks, man. Yeah, it was a brilliant lobbed goal, wasn't it? But just for the wrong team. Oh.
Decent save. Yeah, gets down really well, the goalkeeper. Really sharp, smart. Nice football from Chelsea again.
Axel disaster. Love it.
Today for the last four. Coventry and Manchester City already there. That's strong play by Mavididi. Gusto has gone down hurt. Hit in the face. How high
Yeah, all good, man.
Yeah, I like him. He plays with energy, wants to get forward. I'm not sure he's got hit there, though. Let's have a close look at this. He's holding his opponent there, if anything.
It's a bit of a weird foul.
Came back and caught him there.
Yeah, hand in the face.
We have a cup tie. It's a rather foregone conclusion at half-time, but we have a real cup tie in our hands now.
We did, and the game is extremely open. If it's going to be this open, you'd think really with the quality that Chelsea have, they'd be better in front of the goal. But really, if they're going to keep scoring own goals like that, then there's every chance Leicester can get back into this.
If they keep scoring own goals like that.
Coventry's performance as an inspiration. Here's Winks. Leicester fans making a lot of noise. And they will boo Disassi every time he's near the ball, and Sanchez as well.
Let's not forget the missed penalty in all of this.
The old shed end of the ground. 6,000 of them have travelled down. Not many of them would have stood next to the white wall at the back of that shed end, but if you know your Stamford Bridge, you know what that meant. The white wall. Where only the brave dared to tread. Stolarczyk got it right. So did Cucurella. Dwelt on it. Mavididi, and Ndidi turns away. Winks. Charlie coming into that position.
He does, and he just does a little pass, a wall pass, isn't it? With Winks, and it doesn't really go anywhere. It's nice on the eye, but I want to see it going forward.
Yeah, it does need to go forward. Leicester are not probing enough.
Space here now.
Oh, unlucky.
Leicester creating again.
Yeah, that in-swinging ball for Tawu. That's the one.
Oh, they've got a problem here. Oh, they had a problem, but they didn't take advantage of it. Chelsea could have easily opened them up there. Too slow.
England under 21 international. His debut back in September in the game against Luxembourg. Chelsea have had chances. Martin mentioned the penalty. And one or two others as well. Leicester have had their moments.
It's quite a high line here from Chelsea. They don't really drop off at any point.
Navadidi. Starting challenge well judged by Malo Gusto.
Yeah, pretty much the strongest 11 that you could think of for Man United. Thanks, man.
Challenge came in there by Dort. Caicedo down. Referee has allowed more physicality than I think he does in the Premier League. Which I know a lot of you would welcome. And here's Winks.
He's in the lineup, apparently.
Navadidi has seen more of
Have you not just pulled it from the... Why don't we just look at it? Look.
Behind this defence.
I thought you just pulled that from Man United. We'll just go on it now.
Navadidi.
Oh, I thought... where have you pulled that lineup from?
Winks away to about
40. Oh, it's a predicted lineup. We might as well wait, because in 2 minutes' time, I reckon, we're going to have an actual lineup. Yeah. I thought you were giving us the actual lineup, but it's just predicted, isn't it? Like, we'll have it on this screen here, and then in a couple of minutes, I'm pretty sure that Man United will actually post the proper lineup.
He's had his moments, he's had his chances in the air, hasn't he?
Well, he's beat his man there.
What is Sanchez doing again? Taking a liberty with the amount of time he's on the ball. Oh my God, this isn't good.
Said earlier, Roberto De Zerbi preferred Steele's passing. Right, goalkeeper, he's been in and out this season as well. That's why Robert Sanchez was allowed to go, and a hefty check of 25 million. Didn't go amiss either for him.
I don't think you're going to beat him in a 1v1. I think Navadidi's better to run off the ball, take a higher position, and try and thread balls between the fullback and the centre half. He seemed hell-bent on giving it to his feet.
Of all their many, many signings in this billion-pound splurge, he does seem one of the best ones they've got, Malo Gusto. Taro with the foul. Cucurella played for it. The cup tie that had no jeopardy now has attention and boos once again for Disasi. I think they're shouting to him, shoot.
Shoot.
Shader was caught.
I think Ndidi, he's just a little bit unlucky here, although that is high.
You hope we go Amrabat instead of McTominay? I don't. I prefer McTominay instead of Amrabat every day of the week.
Again, I wonder whether there had been a different decision by the referee had this been a Premier League match. We have someone on the pitch.
Oh, we've got a... He didn't get far. Pitch invader.
Police will deal with that. Stewards will deal with that. You won't see the inside of a stadium for a while, but meanwhile, thoughts of a change down there in the dugout after Disasi's disastrous own goal pulled Leicester back into it. Chelsea have the ball and we have the intruder.
What do you reckon the score's going to be today between Man United and Liverpool? I reckon a lot of it depends, of course, on the lineup, right? In fact, can we see the Liverpool lineup?
Now here come Chelsea with Mudryk.
What time is the game on as well? It's like 3:30, isn't it? So we probably have to wait another 20 minutes, actually. I think it's 3:30, right?
On the defensive now.
Because it's going to be streamed after this game.
Twisting and turning. Hit Mudryk.
Yeah, 3:30. So we're going to have to wait another 20 minutes. God, it's a counter. Oh, no way. A counter from Leicester that just ends up going back. Ah.
Leicester, the Turkish forward. Dewsbury Hall away to...
Come on then. Oh.
Navadidi goes...
Oh, what a goal! Oh my God, what a goal! What a goal from Leicester. Mavdidi, they pulled it back 2-2. Oh my God. That's an insane goal. He's taken on his man. He's done a couple of step overs. He's cut inside and he's curled it into the corner. What a goal. Come on, Leicester. Oh, that's a brilliant goal. One of the goals of the FA Cup so far this season, I'd say.
Well, Jonathan, that was coming with the sloppiness in this Chelsea team.
Ball gets played over to Mavdidi on the left. Takes a couple of strides. Few step overs, cuts inside, and boom! Wow, pace and curl. Oh, brilliant goal. Love it. Game on.
An exceptional goal, is 11th in all competitions this season. Good signing. Couple of step overs and then a wallop of a finish.
Oh, what a good goal, man. Oh, Sanchez had no chance there.
Into that corner, and he's played his part in this comeback as well, this keeper. In fact, all these Chelsea players just not applied themselves. The second
Brilliant goal. 2-2. Come on. I wanted Leicester to win this one. We've got an FA Cup tie on here.
The impressive youngster Abdul Fatawu. Yunus Akgün on loan from Galatasaray, full Turkish international. Couple of goals this season. Tends to be a little bit hot and cold. He started the last four. He's been subbed in 3 of them.
Have they taken off? Okay. Yeah, Abdul Fatawu. Chelsea look a little bit rattled now. Yeah, Chelsea look rattled. Giving away the ball, giving away free kicks now.
In that wide right position. Fatawu looks a player, doesn't he, Martin?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Don't worry about
Hey, FTS, let's say you have 0 players in your gallery and you have the Stoke funds. What is your focus with that money? MLS in season cards, yeah. That's the focus. Oh, Palmer just puts it over.
Jonathan, I don't want to say it's like a basketball match because it really isn't a basketball match. Maybe this is the new football here at Chelsea. It's one into the other.
It is pretty good, this game now. Oh, just got under it a little bit too much, really.
Just too much on it.
Maybe it's a new football everywhere because it is such a baffling season.
Yeah, you don't. The thing is, though, you could do Columbus Crew with the Sturk funds quite easily. Actually, you don't need to get all of them in season. Just get 3, and then just buy 2. 2 as a classic card. And then this week you'd be able to compete in the MLS Weekly Special. Oh. Mudryk too. Oh. Wow. Ah, no way do you shoot from there. What are you doing? Crazy from Mudryk, that.
This time it's Sterling, isn't it? Chowdhury getting back into that position, does it really well, and then Vestergaard, look, throwing everything at that one.
Why did you say that, 40?
Interception, Sterling pulling the trigger.
What a bizarre 10 minutes it was for Chelsea with the own goal and then the Mavdidi equaliser.
Come on, Leicester.
Gallagher.
We talked about these Chelsea players, a young group. Can they handle?
They're getting harried now, Chelsea. Oh, it's good from Gusto. Oh, that's a card. Yeah, that's a card. Yellow card for Mavdidi. It's a blatant card as well.
Yellow card for the pulling offence.
Sorare isn't classified as gambling. Well, on Twitch, it would fall under the gambling category because it's fantasy sports with the exchange of money, and that's how that's one of the criterias that Twitch classify something that's gambling, along with like slots and casino, your classic casino games, right? Any fantasy type of sport that sees the exchange of money is classified as gambling on Twitch. But Sorare has always been an 18+ game to play. They've said it in their terms and conditions from the very start, because you are spending money on a crypto asset, and to do that you need to be 18 most of the time. Hello to your third priority. What have you got planned today with your third priority? I love it that she knows as well. My AZ boys did very well again. Detroit are letting me down for Feyenoord though. What was the score? Because they were playing today, weren't they? Against Volendam, right? Let's bring it up on this one. I saw it when they were 2-0 up, but I didn't then see the rest of it. What was it in the end? Oh, it was 4-0. Damn. Volendam are relegated, aren't they? Let's be honest. They're down. Sugawara with 2 goals. Wow. Pavlidis with 1. DeWitt with 1. They're such a good team. AZ. They have like youth, experience. They've got good scoring in Sorare. We talked about them before the start of the season. Maybe you remember, actually, X Thompson. We've done a couple of streams where, before the start of the season, we done some conceptual builds to see what would be good teams to stack with, and this was one of them. AZ, because they were quite cheap, and they've got loads of good players as well. They've got a really good goalkeeper in Matthew Ryan too. Like this guy here we were talking about, Sven Mijnens, because he's young and he's very, very talented. He's only a 5er, look at that. Mental. He's had probably a little bit of an underwhelming season by his standards, but he's still very good. I'm glad it paid off for you, man. All right, we've got like 20 minutes left. 20 minutes left of this game. Oh, he's done that ball through to Dewsbury Hall. He's through. Oh, he's lashed the ball in, but didn't really have a lot of options either.
There's no control in their play at all.
Oh, wow. Nicholas Jackson's through. Oh, it's got to be a red. It's got to be a red card. It's a red card. It's got to be a red card. Giving him a yellow?
Yes, Jonathan, he's made a genuine attempt to try and play that ball.
Wow.
He's on the pitch. But again, it's just from one end.
I don't like that rule.
And Jackson's pace again. Look at that.
So Jackson, nice little flick, goes through on goal.
And Doyle just catches his trailing.
Oh, man.
We'll have a better look at it from here. Yeah, it just catches him. And Jackson's wanting to go down there, to be fair. Is it in the box, though? Is it just outside the box, Jonathan? Let's just have a little look and see.
Well, the contact is outside the penalty area, isn't it?
Wow.
Does it continue on inside the box?
Well, it's a difficult one.
What is this then? Is this a penalty?
It's being VAR checked. Stotley Park.
He's very lucky, Doyle.
Daniel Rowe, both the VAR team.
Well, this could take some time because we had one yesterday.
Yeah, they're just checking it at VAR because they want to see whether it's a penalty or not. It's outside the box.
As he goes into the penalty. What's his second one, Martin?
This is outside.
The first contact is outside, yeah.
And then he falls into the box. But that, yeah, the contact is outside. It's actually a free. It should be a free kick.
Is telling the referee a factual review, and that a red card is going to come.
Yeah. It should be a red. He's prevented a goal scoring opportunity. I was surprised he gave him a yellow. It should be a red. Yeah, thank you. There had to be a red. He's prevented a goal scoring opportunity. He's the last man. He's taken him out. Has to be a red. So I'm glad they done that. VAR's changed it, because when they gave him a yellow, I was like, how is that a yellow? It's last man. It's last man. He's taken him out. He's prevented a goal scoring opportunity. It's got to be a red. Good call that. But what is it? Is it a penalty or what?
That it wasn't a genuine attempt to play the ball, but it was actually outside the box. So take of that what you will.
It's a red for Leicester. For Doyle. It's a red for Doyle. Yeah, Callum Doyle's been sent off. But it's a free kick as well, isn't it? Is that a free kick? Yeah, it's a free kick.
A few times, but they look absolutely firm favourites now, Chelsea.
If a foul tackle continues on inside the penalty area and denies a clear goal scoring opportunity, a penalty can be given, but the referee, after hearing from VAR...
So Doyle's sent off, Leicester down to 10 men, and they've got to try and deal with a free kick just outside the box now. It's a dangerous position.
Cole Palmer grabbed the ball for the penalty, by the way.
Either way, if this goes in now as a Leicester player, I'd rather have had a full quartet of players on the pitch, 11. Maybe best chance of getting back at it. So let's.
It's going to be difficult for Leicester now.
Of course.
James Justin's going to come on.
That's a very honest wall, Jonathan. That's a long way from that ball.
They can score here.
Well, Mavadidi is sacrificed. And Justin comes on.
James Justin making an appearance now. They need to do it. They need to hold on.
So Doyle, the left back, sent off. Justin, a fullback, comes on.
I've been in that situation. VAR's to improve in. I was through and goal, and the last man decides to just dive onto my ball and clear it with his hands. Nice.
Will it be Sterling? Leicester with all 10 back inside their box.
Right, Cole Palmer. Can he whip this in? He's got to get it over and under. So he's got to get over the wall and under the crossbar. It's not a great distance for him to do it. Is it Cole Palmer? Oh my God. Embarrassing. Embarrassing from Raheem Sterling. Embarrassing. Raheem Sterling has absolutely spooned it. Raheem Sterling has put it into the top row of the stadium. Embarrassing. What is he doing? He's right to get booed by his own fans for that. Shocking. Probably one of the most frustrating players, Raheem Sterling. He has like moments of brilliance in a game, and he just does moments where you're like, how is he a professional footballer? Because he's just literally lashed the ball to the top row of Stamford Bridge. Unbelievable. Really good position as well for Chelsea. Such a frustrating player.
He won it so late against Leeds in that topsy-turvy last round. Out fast.
What's he doing? So Leicester have to try and do the impossible here with 10 men, or just at least hold on.
First touch for James Justin off the bench.
Oh, James Justin's fresh. Oh, he's taking him on.
Decent run. Casado went there with him. Stolen away by Malagusta. Casado then turned the wrong way. There's no pressure on him now, though. Certainly couldn't see this situation coming at half-time.
No. And you saw that with Cole Palmer there not taking that free kick. And you go
Yeah, Cole Palmer should be standing up and saying, I'm having it.
Saying at half-time, why is Palmer not taking that? He's the main penalty taker. And here again now, Sterling's calling rank on on a very talented player, but he's a young player.
Dewsbury Hall goes off. Connor Cody will come on. Defensive move. Applause for Dewsbury Hall. You perform with your.
Is he coming off?
Now? I think they've changed their mind, have they?
No, you can't go off. You're playing too well, son. Get back out there.
Dewsbury Hall's not going off. He's going off.
Coming off, so have they changed their mind?
Well,
Yeah.
Indeed, I think that's the right call. We know he's had injury issues in the past. We'll take him off instead.
Getting into the last 10 minutes here. Guys, what do you think about the game here? Chelsea versus Leicester. What do you reckon so far? I've been entertained. I think it's a good game so far.
Chelsea change coming as well. And it will be Chukwuemeka, who's been getting himself ready for a long while.
Can Chelsea get the winning goal in the last 10 minutes here?
And oh, listen to the boos. Crowd are happy with it.
Is it Sterling?
It's Mudryk who goes off.
No way. Took Mudryk off. He's actually looked decent.
The pitch for him, and the Chelsea fans aren't happy.
No, he's
They're not happy with that at all.
probably one of the best performances I've seen him give in the Chelsea.
Yeah, that's not fun. Not fair for Mudryk. I think it's been great.
More license to get forward. All eyes now on Richard Pochettino, who's made the decision.
Yeah, Pochettino, this club needs.
I would have taken Sterling off.
Chelsea fans around us are singing, "You don't know what you're doing," which is harsh. It's never a good sign, but he says, "Give this young Chelsea team time. It's not the old Chelsea team. Times have changed." This tie certainly has done. Great applause, a standing ovation for Mykhailo Mudryk.
Yeah, Mudryk's done great. Deserves to be on the pitch actually.
Today he looked really sharp.
Palmer.
Maybe this is based on previous performances, but not what we've seen today.
Gallagher.
Didn't
That's a
deserve to go
Cucurella.
off, Sean.
Go on, get the ball in.
Jackson in the middle. Quesada. Disassi. Leicester with their 10, holding on. More drama in the...
They're probing Chelsea here. On the outside of Leicester's box.
Gusto to Quesada.
Oh, good interception.
Conor Gallagher.
Oh, lovely.
Dewsbury Hall.
Oh, it's poor decision, but it's paid off.
There's there. Possible setup here then for Eunice.
Oh, Leicester had a good chance there.
Sterling. This is an opportunity now for...
Oh.
The box it goes.
God, this is end to end.
Oh, just behind his man from Chukwuemeka to Cole Palmer.
Vestergaard again. Dewsbury Hall having some really nice touches, isn't he? Running with the ball there, waiting for support. A lot of composure.
Leicester have one problem now. They can't make another substitution in the next 10 minutes. They've used their 3 windows. They can do in extra time. Will it go to extra time? Palmer. Shot bounces up. Hits Yannick Vestergaard. Run back by Gusto. He's been terrific. Chukwuemeka. Chelsea fans are shouting, shoot.
Oh.
Run it back with a strong challenge. Palmer.
Can't get there's too many bodies there.
Little space, couldn't make use of it. And Justin clears.
Just got to keep their concentration, these Leicester defenders. Just sitting really on the edge of their own box now, nice and compact, inviting Chelsea on.
Despite their good recent home record, there's always a nervy feel about Stamford Bridge. Whatever the game is here this season.
Well, Cole Palmer's gone more centrally, so I think you've got to get him to the ball.
Out by Wout Faes. Jackson follows up. Calmly done, James Justin.
All right. I'm going to end the stream a little bit early here, guys, actually. Something's come up. So yeah, I'm going to end it now. Just before the game ends. So yeah, sorry about that. But we'll be back on again tomorrow at 12. So if you're not watching this game, do watch it because it's got probably an interesting 10 minutes left of this game, Chelsea-Leicester. I'll catch you